buddy.
Hey, Frank.
I like that background.
Thank you. I had to represent. I wanted to be part of Task Force M, baby.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those shirts.
This is from Comic-Con. As soon as I saw the shirts come out, and I was like, I need one right now.
That is great. I got to get that. Yeah.
Of course. I'm Mike Manal from the Nerds of Color, and honestly speaking, I've had the pleasure of watching the first 5 episodes of the series, and I am all in. I love
good,
this show
man.
so much.
I felt the same way.
Right? It's so good.
Yeah, I know. It's
I-
original.
it's original, but then it's got that James Gunn heart to it, which I think is just phenomenal.
I know.
And that's what I really love about the show, is as funny and as wacky as it is, there's a core to these emotional core to these characters that's just wonderful, and we get to see their full stories unfold as the series progresses. So for Rick Senior, I should say, did James kind of go over the background story for Senior with you, and how it potentially differs from what we saw with Junior in some of the live action movies?
Well, James is so interesting. He hires people that he knows or he feels can do the job, right? Now, he didn't give me a lot of information. I signed on pretty much sight unseen because of James Gunn. And I was like, man, if this is what you're telling me we're going to do, I'm on, right? And Peter Safran. And then I read the scripts, and I was blown away. I really was blown away. I had to ask him for some. I said, give me the backstory that you want me to have. He goes, oh, okay, and he did. He sent me like a 10-page write up, and that was kind of my jump off for Rick, and then he kind of let me interpret what he wrote on my own and let me do my thing with him, and it really hasn't changed from that. And even in Peacemaker, it's been that way. And I think the brilliance of James Gunn, like many top directors, is in the hiring of the actor. They know that what they want, this person could do. And it's been like, it's amazing. And every one of these people that are voicing these characters are so crazy talented. It's been a joy to be a part of this.
That's one of the things that I love as well. You touched on casting and how brilliant all of these guys are. Don't sell yourself short there. You're brilliant as well. Like in my opinion, one of the best things about the show is that these actors, who a lot of them have done voiceover work, haven't gotten their due in live action, and they're going to get their due in live action now, because these characters are going to cross over into live action. We're talking Tudyk, we're talking, Sean, we're talking Anira, Endra, and everybody, Indira. But I wanted to ask you, you've already been kind of announced in some of the live action projects already. Has the transition between kind of getting into the vocal studio and then voicing this character and meeting him in animation, and then also putting on the yellow shirt in front of a camera, has that been weird or jarring or strange for you? And what does that feel like?
That's a great question. And the thing about Rick Flag Sr. is his evolution professionally from one thing to the next thing. So the yellow shirt and all of that doesn't kind of follow him. It's a bit of a different uniform, because he's got a different job professionally, and a big job actually in Peacemaker, a very big job.
Mm-hmm.
And without saying too much, he's got to adjust to now the responsibilities that he's been given, which just keep growing and growing and growing, which makes him a more interesting character, because now he's a little bit of a fish out of water, because he's more administrative at some point than he is, physically boots on the ground, which is great.
It's such a great character, and my last question for you, because I know that we're out of time, is I love these characters. I'm enjoying the story so far with the princess, with Cersei and everything. But do you think, and would you like to see, you guys are going to be spinning off in live action projects, one at a time, in different other people's projects. Do you want to see a Creature Commandos live action Creature Commandos live action project. Just all of you guys together on screen in live action.
I think that would be, to me, that would be the pinnacle. That would be the ultimate. And you know, there's no real talk of it, you know, but I think ultimately that would be fantastic. I really do. And I think it would be a huge success, given what I know now about how he's, you know, perceived and written and loves these characters. So yeah, that would be, to me, that would be, I could go out. That could be my swan song. I could go out on Rick Flag Senior.
I hope it's not your swan song, but I definitely would love to see that. And when folks fall in love with these characters the way that I did, I know that I'm going to they're going to as well.
Great.
Frank, thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Love it, and can't wait for people to see the show and fall in love with it like I did.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
Artists and professors, maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.